Hello YouTube, my name's Nero and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. What we're going to be doing in this video is actually rounding up a bunch of news that has happened over the past couple of days. First and foremost, for those of you guys that live under a rock, there is in fact going to be a brand new DLC coming to Advanced Warfare on March 31st for Xbox users first. It is going to be called the Ascendant DLC, and we are going to be getting a brand new Exo zombie map by the name of Infection, as well as we're going to be getting a brand new weapon in the game called the OHM. Of course, if you are a Season Pass holder for the Xbox, you already have access to the OHM, but if you're not an Xbox Season Pass holder, or perhaps you don't even play on the Xbox, you can expect the OHM to be coming to your console when this DLC actually comes out. Of course, there's going to be 4 multiplayer maps as well. There's going to be Site 44, Climate, Perplex, as well as Chop Shop. But in this video, we're going to be focusing a bit more on the Exo Zombie map Infection because we don't really have any more information to give you on the 4 new multiplayer maps that we're going to be getting with the Ascendance DLC. First and foremost, Call of Duty's been releasing a bunch of things about this. They released a bunch of screenshots of Ascendance as well as 2 very short little videos. Allow me to play these videos for you right now. This is the first video. It looks like we're inside some kind of Atlas facility. Right now there's really nothing going on. Then some animation's gonna happen. It's gonna start shaking, some green smoke's gonna start happening, and the camera's gonna kind of pan behind us a little bit there, revealing a little bit more of the area. But really, we haven't seen a ton of that. The big thing that we could take away from that was a sign that said Burger Town has fallen. And speaking of Burger Town, here is Burger Town in the little video they released of that. Basically, it's the same Burger Town from the pictures we saw last week, but it's from a different perspective, as well as we get to see a little bit of light flickering. Another thing that they released was actually a soundbite of Burger Town, so take a listen to this.
We can't wait to put our meat inside you.
Yeah, apparently that's going to be a soundbite within Exo Zombies, probably when you're around Burger Town. It's probably going to be playing over the speaker or something along those lines. So that's definitely kind of creepy, but it's kind of cool that we're going to have Burger Town as a theme, something as iconic as Burger Town within the Call of Duty franchise, especially going back to Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. It's definitely cool to see something from the Modern Warfare franchise kind of creep its way a little bit here into Advanced Warfare, something like Burger Town, which is more of a single player and Spec Ops kind of thing, but still, it's definitely kind of cool that they're adding this into the game, and we're going to be able to play Exo Zombies around there. Speaking of Exo Zombies, we have some screenshots, ladies and gentlemen, 7 new screenshots by my count. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of these. First screenshot we're going to be looking at here is actually going to be this big fella right here. So you can see the big glowy red eyes, and you got the hand, it's all deformed looking. Like I'm trying to make that shape with my hand, and it just, I don't know, man. It's uncomfortable, I gotta say. It's definitely uncomfortable to have my hand in that position. So I don't know what he's doing with his hand there, but then again, he's a zombie, so he doesn't really feel pain. Speaking of not feeling pain, he's got a bunch of spikes coming out of him. Definitely a weird looking screenshot. Looks like he only has 1 arm, but yeah, I don't think we're going to be learning too much from that screenshot itself. Let's move on to the next one. This next screenshot, this guy's having a bad day, man. He's having a bad day. He's all covered in green goo. You can see there he's definitely decaying a little bit worse than a lot of the other zombies. See his arms starting to fall apart there a little bit. Definitely not very good. But if we actually zoom up a little bit, it looks like we're almost outside towards a mall in some way. Look at that sign right there. We got modular self-storage, it says right there. Then you look at the fact that we got a little bit of a parking lot here, so the fact that Burger Town's already going to be implemented. I have a feeling that this new Infection zombie map is actually going to be set not just by a Burger Town, but in general, it's going to be towards a mall in that kind of area, which is kind of interesting because there was an entire campaign mission in Modern Warfare 2 which was set in that general vicinity, which also had a Burger Town, but the Burger Town of course looked a little bit different. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if they're going to be incorporating more things from Modern Warfare 2 within this brand new Exo Zombie map. Picture number 3 is dark as hell. Look how dark that is. I can't even tell what's going on here. So what we're actually going to do is we're actually going to brighten this up a little bit and zoom in a little bit to possibly get an idea of what we're looking at here. Alright, and there we go, brighten up a little bit. You can definitely see a whole lot more. Just adding a little bit of brightness. It's amazing how that works. Now let's zoom in a little bit and see if we can actually see anything here. I'm not really seeing too much. It really kind of looks like the underworkings of some kind of a factory or something underground in a way. I really don't know too much about this kind of thing, but basically I see machines and I see pipes and I see ramps and I see sewage looking things. That's all I really see here. I don't see anything really that can give us any more of a hint as to what we can expect. Of course, I would assume this is going to be a playable area within the new Exo Zombie map, but that's really all we can tell from that picture, at least as far as I can tell. That's all we can tell from this picture. Next picture, once again, very dark, definitely very dark, but does that not look like a teleporter to anybody? Anybody at all that doesn't look like a teleporter? Ladies sitting down there on the ground. It could be, could not be. Once again, though, very dark. Let's brighten it up a little bit here. Yeah, it doesn't really seem to help too much. much, but I don't know, man. It kind of looks like a teleporter in my opinion. I'm just throwing it out there. These are screenshots released by Activision. They don't really have any explanation to go along with them. It's kind of left up to people like me and people like you to speculate as to what these might possibly be. Next picture is, of course, a pic of the 3D printer that we have here in Exozombies, essentially the mystery box of Exozombies. And is that a gun that's in there, or is it always like that? Because I never paid that much attention to the detail, right? I never pay so much attention to the detail while I'm playing zombies or Exozombies. Like, I go up there, I put my gun in, I make sure there's no zombies coming after me. When it's ready, I turn back, I grab my gun real quick. I don't even really check what it is. I just go with it, right? But does that not look like a gun that's already kind of sitting in there already? I don't know. You guys let me know about that in the comment section below. Next picture is this big guy. Yeah, that is going to be an Exozombies. I'm not sure how I feel about this. So we got like a rocket cannon on his right arm. We got a giant riot shield over there on his left arm. He's covered in some big blue armor. I'm not so sure, man. What's that on his back up there? I don't think I really like this guy too much. It's going to be like a boss almost within zombies, which I don't know, just throwing it out there for me personally. I like my zombies to be more like the Treyarch zombies where it's just survive infinite waves. I'm not a big fan of fighting down big bosses, but then again, some people definitely enjoy that kind of thing. They enjoy the change of pace, and this guy is apparently going to be that change of pace you're looking for, because look how big he is. He looks big, he looks angry, and man, he's going to be a big thing. He's going to be definitely a big part of the new Exozombies. And right here, the final screenshot, we got a nice low view. For some reason, I really like this screenshot. For something about it, I just like it. Basically looks like a factory where the roof is caved in a little bit. No doubt it's going to be a playable area when we get into this Infection DLC zombies, but still, it looks like a nice little area. I like the light that's coming in from the top there. I think it's just a cool looking picture overall with the light rays and everything. I just enjoy the picture, but in terms of how it's going to play, man, it looks like it's going to be a room that you can run into. You got platform up there, of course you got the ground levels, and of course you have some crates and stuff like that that you could probably jump on top of to try and loot some zombies a little bit. But overall, you gotta admit, guys, very cool looking picture right there. I definitely like the way that picture looks. So that's it in terms of screenshots, right? So I think we covered just about everything that we need to know about the new Exozombies from things that we've actually learned so far. Of course, we got to see those 2 videos of course, an Atlas wall, for lack of a better phrase, as well as Burger Town. We got to hear the really creepy Burger Town audio clip that's going to be played.
We can't wait to put our meat inside you.
And of course, we got to see a bunch of screenshots that Activision themselves put out that's going to show off a bunch of different things within this new Infection Exozombie DLC map. So of course, hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. The final thing I'm going to cover on is kind of a little bit late news, but it's still news nonetheless, probably to some of you. So Michael Condrey, co-founder of Sledgehammer Games, posted up this picture on Twitter. It says, "Happy Sunday, #Intel." Now you're probably wondering, Nero, all it says is Advanced Warfare. I can't really see anything. That's because the picture itself was really big and it doesn't really fit in this 16:9 aspect ratio, right? It doesn't really fit that way. So let's actually scroll up here a little bit, and there you go. You can actually see the picture that he actually tweeted. What does it look like to you? Right? It looks like the barrel of a gun. You don't really know what kind of gun, and it's kind of through the Call of Duty community for a loop over a couple days. A lot of people kind of freaking out. A lot of people speculating like, oh, that kind of looks like the Model 1887, or oh, that kind of looks like the 357 Magnum in a way, but maybe it's a bit fancier and a bit different. You know, a lot of people are kind of confused. They were speculating as to what gun this may possibly be. Perhaps it's a particular weapon variant or a new variant coming to the game. A lot of people are very confused by this until now, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a picture of what that gun is going to be. This, I wish I could give proper credit to the person that found this picture originally, but it's been floating around the Call of Duty community so much over the past couple days that it seems like it's going to be nearly impossible to track back to the original person that actually found this picture. But what this is, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Lamat revolver. Now, if you guys don't know what this is, it was a revolver created by Jean-Alexandre Lamat of New Orleans, and it was actually used by the Confederates during the Civil War. It's a very, very old gun, but keep in mind, it's not super old because there is, in fact, modern versions of this gun being made ever since 1985. So it definitely looks like it, right? You see these side-by-side comparisons here. That's definitely the barrel of the gun that Michael Condrey tweeted out, which is very interesting because with the last DLC, we end up getting the AE4 directed energy weapon. With this new DLC, with the Ascendant DLC, the one that's coming out on March 31st, in 1 week, now that I'm looking down there at the calendar, we're going to be getting the OHM. We're going to be getting that directed energy light machine gun shotgun hybrid, right? Those are 2 different DLC weapons. So why is he teasing this thing? Why is he teasing a brand new revolver that's going to be coming to Advanced Warfare? What could this mean? What could this mean? So there's a lot of different things that people are throwing around, lots of different ideas, lots of different speculation. One, it could be a piece of free DLC that's going to be added to the game. It could be added to the game via supply drops and just a random gun that you can only get via supply drops that people might want to, that might encourage more people, of course, want to purchase these advanced supply drops and things of that nature. It's entirely possible if that's the case. Not saying it is, but it's entirely possible for that to be the case. Perhaps this is just going to be a brand new weapon weapon that's actually going to be added to the new Exo Zombies. This leak, this picture that he tweeted out, actually came out roughly around the same time as all of these different screenshots and the little video clips and the sound bites for the new Exo Zombies. So perhaps this is going to be a new wonder weapon in one way or another, a new powerful weapon, a new power weapon, if you will, within the new Exo Zombies. That, once again, is entirely possible. Perhaps it's going to be just a brand new DLC weapon that's going to be coming out that you have to actually pay money for. It's not going to be part of the DLC, but they're going to say, hey, for $2.99, you can purchase this weapon. Perhaps that's going to be the case. Maybe they'll make it more expensive, like $5, because isn't Atlas Gorge $5? Which, that's just absurd. Atlas Gorge was $5 at one point. It might be different now, but I know at one point the Atlas Gorge DLC map was available for all people to purchase, and it was $5, and it was kind of absurd. It might still be along those lines, and so as a result of that, they may put this pistol up there on the marketplace for $5 for you to purchase, not have it be part of any DLC pack, but just have it as its own standalone DLC. You don't really know, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Lamont revolver, and it's going to be coming to Advanced Warfare in one way or another. And that rounds up today's news. That's what we want to do today, is just kind of cover a bunch of different news that's been happening about Advanced Warfare over the past couple days, throw it all into one video, and hopefully you guys come away from this video a little bit more informed about Advanced Warfare and the DLC that's going to be coming out in just about a week now, if you are, once again, an Xbox player. Sad to say, those PlayStation guys and those PC guys are going to be waiting a little bit longer, but such is the way of things, I suppose. I guess you're used to it at this point, right? I guess you're used to having to wait for the DLC, because it's been happening like this since ever? Modern Warfare 2? 2009? Somewhere in that time frame, right? It's been happening for literally ever. You think they would change it eventually, but apparently they still haven't. So hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys all found it helpful and informative, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel it be deserves. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.